Welcome back. A really important topic we're going to get into now, Marcy.
Yes, 60 years ago on July 14th, the Older Americans Act was created.
That's right. The creation was to empower older adults to live independently, reduce poverty and isolation, and ensure they have access to essential social and health services. So joining us today is Meals on Wheels America President and CEO Ellie Hollander to discuss why increases in federal investment in senior care is a smart policy. Thanks for joining us, Ellie.
Jason and Marcy, it's my pleasure.
Yeah. So why did Congress originally pass the Older Americans Act?
I think they recognized that we need to have a social services network in place to enable older adults to live longer, more independently, with dignity, in the comfort of their own homes and communities. It was actually, I think, a very landmark foreshadowing of what needs to happen in our country. They saw the potential growth, and today we're experiencing that growth in spades. We've seen that the older adult population since the enactment of the Older Americans Act has grown by 217%, yet funding has not kept pace with the need.
Yeah.
Wow, and Ellie, can you tell us how are these programs critical to the well-being of our senior population?
Well, we have actually two epidemics going on in our country right now, senior hunger and social isolation. And these programs are addressing that on a daily basis. We actually are reducing healthcare costs and we're improving health outcomes. We're keeping people out of far more expensive healthcare settings because we're able to provide the services that enable someone to live at home, which is where most of us would like the choice to be for as long as possible. We know that we can provide Meals on Wheels, for example, for an entire year, which is a nutritious meal, a moment of social connection, a safety and wellness check, for roughly the same cost as 1 day in the hospital or 10 days in a nursing home. So these are cost-effective and compassionate evidence-based programs that we should be supporting and making sure that they're properly funded.
Certainly. What do you think are some of the main challenges that OAA programs are currently facing?
Well, waiting lists, for example, they don't have enough volunteers. They don't have enough funding, so they're having to cut back on services. 1 in 3 Meals on Wheels programs today is reporting that they do have a wait list of, on average, 4 months, some as long as 2 years. So the challenge is really all around funding, but volunteers help keep the wheels rolling. Making sure that funding is keeping pace not only with the growth in the population, but also to address inflation for the two key ingredients that Meals on Wheels relies on, food and fuel.
Yeah, that's so interesting. It's interesting to me to hear that you're so volunteer-based, and I love that.
Yeah, such an important program.
Yeah.
Where can we go for more information?
Well, Marcy, thank you for the invitation to go to mealsonwheelsamerica.org. We have a lot more information, including ways that people can help and take action.
That's great. Ellie, thank you so much for joining us today and filling us in on what we need to know about Meals on Wheels and the programs that you're providing for seniors in our communities. We appreciate you.
Thanks, Jason.
Absolutely, yes.